Hey booty babes, hey guys, how's it going? I'm super excited to chat with you guys today. I have a super hot topic that I know is going to get a lot of interest because there's going to be a lot of different opinions about the topic that I'm going to be talking about today. So before we get into it, if you are watching this live or the replay, then you will know that today I'm going to be talking about why IPS is a fad and why I absolutely know that there is a better way to be doing your sales sessions and what you should be doing instead. So if you're currently doing IPS or you're not, or you don't know how to sell, or you think IPS is the best way, then you definitely need to stay tuned to this. And I've been in business for 12 years. And so I can tell you guys that I definitely understand what IPS is, but I definitely have something better for you guys. Hey Maddie, hey Lacey, hey guys. So be sure to leave a comment below and just say hi. I would love to shout you out. I'm loving doing these weekly Facebook Lives. You guys are so much fun. It's so cool to hang out with you guys. And right now, I'm going to give about a minute for everyone to get on. Let's see if you can see. It's so nice out. Oh my gosh. I love Texas. I got my camera shelf here with all my books and my Why Be Moody When You Can Shake Your Booty, which is like the best thing, the best thing ever. Oh, and I got my Booty Babe and Booty Shorts signs. Hey guys. Okay, so before we get into today's topic, I know this is like a super, super heated topic today. A lot of you guys are probably like, she's wrong, IPS is the best. You're probably thinking, what the heck is she gonna say? Maybe you're thinking that you thought I loved IPS. Maybe you're super confused. I promise this will be well worth your time. This will be about 10-15 minutes here. So really quickly before I get started, leave a comment below and let me know in a number, how many boudoir shoots have you shot? Leave me a number below. And also just know that if you leave any kind of comment below, anything at all, it can be a period, it can be hi, hello, it can be a question for me, which by the way, you can totally ask me anything about business, marketing, sales, shooting, posing, anything at all in the comments below. But when you leave a comment, you are going to get two things. You are going to get our photographer's toolbox. So you will be getting a private message from me, from Booty Shorts, with a download link to get your photographer's toolbox. And what that is it is a zip file containing all of our ebooks, our free ebooks. So one of them is how to book 35 different ways to market your business. The other one is how to go from $200 sales to $2,200 sales. There's like a posing guide. There's like tons of freebies in there. So just leave a comment below with the number of boudoir shoots that you've done and you will get a trigger. You'll get a private message from me with that. The other thing you'll get is once you get that freebie, you will also eventually get, either today or tomorrow, you're going to get a quiz from us asking you questions, from me asking you like how many shoots you're doing, what's your average sale, all that cool kind of stuff. And we're going to take those quiz results and we're going to get you pointed in the right direction with your business. So all you have to do is leave a comment below and you'll get all those freebies and you'll get a quiz from us, which will be super cool. Okay. So I'm going to get into today's topic because I know you guys are probably excited. If you're excited or curious or like, what the heck, like tell me below in the comments, what was your thought when you read this title for today's live? Were you like, she's wrong? Or were you like confused or just curious? Let me know in the comments. I'm just curious to know like what your guys' reaction was. Okay, let's see here. So hi, Gabby, Becca, Rachel, Kalina, Charisse, Alyssa, Tony, Jessica, Erin, hey, Sivan, Kristen, Maddie, Regina, Kirk, Kristen. All right, welcome guys. Okay, Kristen says, I'm curious. Let's see here. Lacey's like, wait, what? Confused. All right. Okay. So we're going to get into it. Okay. So I just want you to know first and foremost that the old way to do sales sessions is IPS. Okay. I can tell you guys, speaking from experience, that way is dead. That's like the old way to do things. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys what the new way is, what's working currently, and talk about that. So, because here's the thing, like we've evolved past same day, we've evolved past, IPS, so in-person sales. So, you know, when I say IPS or in-person sales, what I think of is you know, you do the shoot and then they come back later, maybe like a week later or a few days later, to have their in-person sales session, right? That's what IPS is, in-person sales, right? And, you know, that used to work and that's cool and everything. And, you know, it might still work, but it's the old way. We've evolved past that. And there's just so much technology and there's just so many better ways now to do your sales sessions. And so, I mean, if you do IPS, like, yeah, sure, like you'll get sales, but with what I'm going to tell you guys about, you're going to get way higher sales. So I want to tell you guys what I do. So I used to do IPS. I used to do, you know, people would come into my studio and I would do their portraits and then they would come back a week later and, you know, then I would do the viewing with them and then they would buy their pictures. But here's a few reasons why IPS sucks. Is number one, they have to find another time to come back to your studio and your clients are busy. They don't want to come back a second time. Then also it's more of your time, right? Also, you have to like edit every single picture before you do the in-person sales session. Like there is like, it's just so old school. Like it's just unnecessary. It's taking up a ton of your time. Okay. So what is better than IPS? Are you guys ready for this? Is DAVO, D-A-V-O, DAVO sales, okay? That is directly after viewing and ordering sessions, okay? So IPS, that's usually when you do the shoot and then they come back later, like a few days later or a week later or something like that. And like I said, you can make sales from that, sure, but it's gonna take way more of your time and your sales are gonna be lower. Trust me, I have done this. Whereas DAVO, when you are directly after the shoot, you're doing the viewing and ordering, directly after viewing and ordering, DAVO, D-A-V-O, that is way better, okay? So first of all, you don't have to edit every single photo before you do the viewing. You just call the photos and you show them, you know, the 60 that you select. See, Lacey, you get it now. Love it. And then here's the thing. Here's the benefit. The client, they get to see their pictures like right away. You don't have to edit every single photo. You only edit the ones that they purchase. Like, what a concept, right, guys? Like, why are we wasting all of our time editing all these pictures that people are never going to pay for? Like, it's a waste of time, right? DAVO, D-A-V-O. Okay, so then, so with IPS, it's like, you know, they have to go away and the whole 3 days or week or however long, they're thinking like, are my pictures any good? Like, you know, are my pictures any good? Like, what if they don't look good? Or like maybe their car breaks down, or, you know, a random payment comes in, or they get charged for something in that 7-day period. And now they suddenly don't have any money to pay for the pictures. Like, I can tell you from experience that IPS sucks. Okay. So when you do the directly after viewing and ordering, when you do the DAVO, the best thing is that they're still like on like a high from their shoot. They're already there, so it's the best way to save time for you and the client. They're still super excited. You know, they've already thought about the investment and they have the money there with them, right? Like, it's not like, you know, in 30 minutes, all of a sudden their car's gonna break down. Like, it's so much better. Yeah, exactly. And so you're probably wondering, like, how does directly after viewing and ordering work? Like, you're probably maybe wondering that. So if you're wondering that, leave me a comment below with yes, because I can explain it to you guys. But if you already get it, I don't have to go through all of it. But if you're curious, like, what that all entails, or if you have questions about it, just type yes or leave me a question below. So again, just to sum this up, you guys, like, IPS is like the old way of doing things, right? Like, we have evolved past that. Like, we don't have to end the shoot, say goodbye, and then set up another appointment. Then, you know, you have to go back, they have to go back, you have to edit all the photos. Like that's the old way of doing it, right? Like, the new way is where you just call the photos, you show them directly after you do the viewing and ordering, and they choose the photos that they want to buy, and then you only edit those ones, and it's so much better. Like, you are saving so much time, so much money. Your clients are happier. They're not constantly wondering if their photos look good. They know their photos are good because they're seeing them directly after the photo shoot, which is awesome. Okay, so let's see here. Yes, people want to know more. Okay, so here's how it works, guys. So with IPS, so here's how it works. Like I said, IPS is the old way. Like that's dead to me, okay? That is when, typically you do the shoot, the client leaves, and then you edit all their pictures. Like all of them, and you skin retouch them, and you spend hours, and then they eventually come back, which took you all that time to email them and set up a new time and all of that stuff too. And then maybe something happened in the meantime where they changed their mind or they don't have any money anymore or something like that. And then you do the viewing, and then they only end up, picking some of them, obviously, because that's what happens. And then, it's like you wasted all this time. So, okay, with DAVO, here's what you do. So you're doing directly after viewing and ordering session. So directly after the shoot, you break for 30 minutes so the client can get a bite to eat, or they can get coffee, or they can, get something else, right? And then all you're doing is you are loading the pictures, which by the way, I shoot RAW plus JPEG. So that way I can actually, I don't have to take the time to convert all of the RAWs to the JPEGs for the viewing. Obviously I want the RAWs to edit from for their final purchase, but I use the JPEGs for for the DAVO session. Does that make sense? Because otherwise it takes me extra time to convert all the RAWs to JPEGs. So here's what I do is I take the JPEGs and then I cull them down. I typically shoot about 100 photos per boudoir session. I cull those down to about 60, and then I load those into my viewing and ordering software of choice. And then I don't edit, I don't skin retouch, nothing. I show them straight out of camera images, which if you're nervous to show people straight out of camera images, number one, there's three different things. You're gonna have to, it depends on your work. You might need to get better at posing, you might need to get better at lighting, you might need to get better at shooting, or you might just need to get over it. You might be too much of a perfectionist. Cause I used to think oh my gosh, people are gonna notice that outlet, they're gonna notice that wrinkle, they're gonna notice that blah, blah, blah. They don't, okay? They don't. They're not as picky as you are, number one. And number two, you just tell them, hey, FYI, I love doing these DAVO sessions. So, these are straight out of camera, and whatever you decide to purchase, these are gonna be fully retouched, just like all these pictures over here on my walls. That's what I tell them. I'm they're gonna be fully edited, fully skin retouched, all that good stuff. And you guys, I've been doing this for years now, years, okay? So I've done this not only for boudoir, but I've done tons of different shoots with this sales system as well. I've never had anyone complain about them not being fully edited and fully retouched, because they know the ones that they order are going to be, right? So yeah, that's the thing is you're not, so then the whatever ones they choose to purchase, those are the only ones that you're spending the time on the editing and the retouching. You can send those out to an editor or retoucher, or you can do it too, obviously. And then your client is not worrying or worrying if they look good, they know immediately after. They're leaving the shoot on so much more of an excited level because they already know what they've ordered, and it makes it so that you can get them their order sooner. So let's say it takes you 3 weeks to get them their order. Well, if you have to wait for a week to do the IPS, then that's 4 weeks. But if you do the DAVO right away, then, they get their order sooner. So if they need it for an anniversary or a birthday or a Christmas or whatever, it's just so much better. So this is how you're going to save time. How many of you guys are doing directly after viewing and ordering? So I want you to comment 1, if you're doing IPS, that's like 3 days or a week later or whatever, or a 2, if you're doing DAVO directly after viewing and ordering. So tell me which one you're doing. 1 for IPS, that's 3 days or a week later, and 2, if you're doing the DAVO directly after viewing and ordering. Okay, cool. So, so that's it. So that's what I want you guys to know is I've learned this because when I first got into the photo industry, everyone's you need to, you need to have them come back for another session. You need to come back for, another. Awesome. Melissa says 2, Layla says 2, Lacey says 2, Kirk says 1. Kirk, you got to try 2. Jennifer says IPS is the same thing. No, it's not. IPS people always typically do a delayed. And if you don't, then good for you, because that's the right way to do it, is to do it the same day. So you don't need nothing to yell about. Awesome. So some people are saying, well, what if they can't stay? The only reason you're getting people to say that they can't stay is because you haven't educated them about the sales session happening directly after. As long as you educate them, then it doesn't like, then if that's not going to happen, like they're going to know that it's, you know, an hour for hair and makeup, an hour for the shoot, you know, 30 minutes for, you know, changing, and like 30 minutes to get ready for the DAVO session and then the DAVO session. So 4 hours total. Like as long as you, you know, as long as you, like educate them that it's going to be 4 hours, they will have time. They'll be there. So like, I've never had that be a problem. Yeah. Jennifer says that I'm spewing false info. I'm not spewing false info. That's ridiculous. Yeah, IPS does stand for in-person sales. Like I said, thank you, Kirk. Like I said, you guys, in-person sales traditionally is when you do the shoot and then you do the in-person sales like 3 days or like a week later. Like that's like traditionally how it's done. And I'm saying that you should do the directly after viewing and ordering, because you should do it the same day. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're so upset about, but that's what I learned. Like as long as you're doing it directly, like directly after the session, like the viewing and ordering directly after, as long as you're doing the DAVO, that's the right way to do it. Okay. So, yeah, and it'll save you so much time. Like I know like Lacey's on here and Savon's on here, and a lot of my girls and guys from Boudoir Certified are on here, and they can tell you that when you do the sales session, you know, directly after, if you do it directly after, then you are going to make so much more money. Your clients are going to be way happier. Like they don't want to come back to your studio again. Like they're busy, like they have like busy like lives and jobs and stuff. And it's fun for them to come to your studio, but like they don't want to have to keep coming back. Like, you know, my ideal clients are like busy working women, and like they don't have time to keep like coming back for all these things. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like or a heart or a comment or something like that. Let me know what you think, because I can do more of these Facebook Lives if you guys like me doing these like free Facebook Live info stuff. And again, don't forget to leave a comment below to get your Photographer's Toolbox zip file download with all of our free ebooks inside of it, and also to get your quiz so we can learn more about where you're at with your sessions and your average sales and all of that kind of stuff, because you know I want to see where you're at, where you want to go, and then I can get you pointed in the right direction. So awesome, great. Well, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope you're having a lot done, and I really, really, really hope that you will try out a DAVO session to do that directly after viewing session, because you are going to make so much more money if you don't wait to do your sales session. You need to do it directly after. You need to do your viewing and ordering directly after. All right, so I will let you guys go. I love you all. I hope you have a very productive day. I hope you book lots of clients and empower lots of women around the world, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.